With the passage of AB 1839, this is an incredible change for the positive in the state of California, and it's an incredibly exciting time for film production in the state.
With the new legislation, there are several changes. Obviously, the first and the biggest one is more money. So from $100 million, we've gone up to $330 million per year, to the tune about, I think it's a $1.6 billion over 5 years. The caps have been lifted, so now tent poles, movies above $75 million can now apply, as well as television in all forms of distribution. Altogether, you have a scenario where we're going to be bringing in a lot more production, bringing back a lot more production because there's a lot more supply now.
We had to build this campaign with the idea that this was a statewide issue. It's not a Los Angeles issue. It's not a San Francisco issue. It's a statewide issue.
We just needed to get competitive because it comes down to, for them, for the studios, it comes down to control, right? You want to have control. You want to have it here in Los Angeles so you can oversee it. So that's the biggest reason why we're certainly in the game.
Through these conversations, it's really looked at through two different lenses, right? One is from the production community, and even that gets sort of divided into two lenses, right? You have the production, then you have the labor side. Producers are saying, give me the money, and the workers are saying, give me the jobs. And so you try to find a way to make that mesh.
As a UPM, which is what I've done for many years, there's a lot that I can do by having the support of the industry that is here. Just because professionally, working with the vendor base that's here and the crew base that's here will always provide better results than struggling in, Texas, New Mexico, Oregon currently, where I'm shooting. If you're not creatively, in a position where you have to shoot in a particular location, I always prefer to shoot somewhere in California. You have better support, always.
As a mother, my kids are grown, but working with women directors, and it's just a nice thing to know that you can go home and, at least kiss your sleeping child. You can actually get people to cut their fees to stay home, and so, I have nothing but good things to say.
The threshold for any content, whether it's independent or non-independent, is has to be over $1 million, right? So short form content, insofar as it's over $1 million and it falls under the independent definition.
We are now in a place where we can at least compete on a much broader scale, including in the independent arena. And remember, we want to help you capitalize on whatever you're doing here by helping you find those places that are going to be least expensive that meet your needs for locations. I
don't view this, and I know that the folks in the Alliance and those in the government coalition didn't view this as an expense. We see a positive return on investment, so we're actually making money off of this.